Hello, my friends. Good afternoon. Good evening. Where are you streaming in from? I see some of my familiar faces. Where are you streaming in from? Let me know in the comments. Good to see you. Good to be with you. For those that are celebrating Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, we're still in the celebration of that, and I'm hoping I see Colorado, California, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. Happy holidays to everybody, all of them. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Washington, Louisiana. Love that. So, how are you all doing? Let me know what's happening in your part of the world. Are the holidays treating you well? Are you feeling optimistic? What's happening? Let me see what's going on for you. Florida, just give me a word, a phrase. Let me know. Bring me up to speed. What's going on? Ah, yes, I feel blessed to be with you as well. Joyful, grateful, and blessed. Yes. Hello from New Jersey. Excitement. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're so welcome, John. Yes. Oh, okay. Lovely. Beautiful. Elated. I know. We're moving into January. We're getting close. We're going to continue to hold that knowing that we have joyful, grateful, blessed. I love that dancing, blessed to be together. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Well, I'm grateful as we come to the close of this. Yes, me as well. As we come to the close of 2024, where it will be at the end of January, it will be exactly 1 year from when we first started meeting together, which is extraordinary. Extraordinary. You have all been on this ride together. So I just say, extraordinary. We came in because we were here. I know we were all positive, all the stuff that's happening. Thank you, Amy. We just said yes, right? We just said, okay, buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. I remember in one of the first prayer circles, I think I recited that very famous declaration from Betty Davis and All About Eve, where she comes down the staircase and she just announces to all that were there, buckle up, baby, it's going to be a bumpy night. And so here we are, buckle up. It's been a great ride. I mean, this is when we speak about living into a vision, who is ascending, when we're living into a vision, right? In a vision, as I've shared before, is not something that you have outlined in your head. That's why it's called a vision. That's why it's called a calling on your soul. Yes, you're welcome. Right? Because it's not something that you turn around and wake up in the morning and write down, in your checkoff list. So today I'm going to have this calling. It's this calling on your soul. And that's what RFK Jr. Exemplifies. And I'm sure that each of you in your own life have demonstrated answering a call in your heart. Yes? Have you felt a call on your heart that you've said yes to, even when it's been like you can't see what's in front of you? Yes. And you don't know where it's going to take you, but you just know there's a calling on your heart to go somewhere, to do something, to speak into existence that which you are seeking to make manifest. So thank you, Joan. So here we are in this magnificent group, week after week. We come together, we anchor this, we hold this space, we stand in agreement, we meet in consciousness, and we hold this field affirming what we know to be true. What we declared in the very first prayer session was that RFK Jr. was walking steadfastly to the White House. That is what we declared. And we have seen that he has not relented. He's not stepped back from that. And that each and all of us get to be the wind beneath the wings that he is taking as he takes flight. And all who have been volunteers, the ones that are here that are volunteers, the ones that have worked on the campaign, ones that have donated and gone out there and stood with, spreading the message, signs or banners. Everybody's been here. So in spite of whatever the status quo attempted to thwart, we have been victorious. And he is victorious. So we continue to stand rooted in that. And so I want to read to you something that I love. I go back to this again and again, and I'm going to read this to you. So one evening, an elderly Cherokee grandmother was sitting with her grandson and was telling him about a battle that goes on inside people. And she said, "My son, the battle is between two wolves inside us all. One is evil. It is anger, envy, jealousy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. The other is what we would call good. It is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith." And the child thought about this for a moment and then asked his grandmother, "Which wolf wins?" And the grandmother simply replied, "The one that you feed." So where within your own awareness might you be feeding? Which wolf are you feeding as you are holding this sacred space as we come together week after week to stand rooted? And remember our mantra, I shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, right? Standing there firmly, embodying that. That's what these gatherings are meant to help each and all of us remember the truth, to stand rooted in love. Because as we know, as I've said, this is an all faith prayer circle. So whatever it is, yes, it nourishes the holy within us. Whatever faith you have, whatever you call God, is important and needed and included. There's no division here. No one has a monopoly on God. This presence, this divine presence is available to each and all of us. And it will be present to each and all of us as we believe. It is done unto us as we believe. So we get to come together and cross any bridge, to heal any divide that may exist in your mind, because that's where it all begins. We think certain things that will take us out, take us down. And so we come together week after week and with the emails in between to remember, to remind ourselves of what is real in terms of eternal, what is true in terms of universal truth. And we hold RFK Jr. high and Maha, because each and all of us have caught from what we've discovered, from what we've learned, from what we've heard. I mean, we're living in a time that many of us may have thought, I would never see this, but we're seeing videos of interviews where information that was once declared conspiracy, they're crazy, they're this, they're that, all the labels and the judgments that were so proliferating through the waves and through different factions. All of a sudden now it's coming out. I mean, what a time. What a time to be alive. What a time to say yes to something very, very different than has existed. So I say, as we close out 2024, and I will let you know about Thrive in 2025 that I mentioned, as we close out 2024 and we enter 2025, we are anchoring, embodying, holding that high watch of what is real and true. We have this absolute invitation before us. So as we are sitting here together on this last Sunday, you all, this is the last Sunday of 2024. Last Sunday, just feel into that. We have gathered every Sunday for 2024. I would love to hear in the comment box what have been your ahas, your insights, your inspirations, your transformations. If you would put that in the comment box, I would love to just share them with the group. What has been alive for you in these last, 12 months? Just, it could be an intention, a word, a phrase. What has been alive for you? What has transformed within your heart? Huge awakening. Hope, yeah. Faith, community, hope, integrity, truth, integrity, faith. We are together. Okay. Yes, higher message to the world. We are. We're not alone. Surrender, integrity, RFK Jr. Healing, more in kindness. Beautiful. Beautiful. So as you're seeing this in the comment box, every single thing that is being said by somebody else is also for you, because we just get to have a different expression. Somebody else says it, but it's true for us because we're all here in this, we're in this unified field, forgiveness, hope, speaking. Yes. Yeah. Very different. So that's wonderful. Okay. Yeah, we are absolutely. Yeah, it was really cool to see him doing that. God first. Yes. Yeah. Well, it's very interesting for the work that I do when I think about living into a vision, as you've heard me share many times, and I will probably share it many more times, is, there's something about the frequency, the vibration of a vision, and the fact that when you catch a vision, it's an intuitive catching, right? It's not caught, it's caught. When you live into a vision, it is so compelling and so strong. It's bigger than you. And if a vision happens in your life, when you receive a vision and it scares you, it's meant to scare you because it doesn't come with an instruction manual, because it's a vision. So RFK Jr.'s vision, his commitment that he prayed over 19 years for, was to help heal and end chronic disease for the children. So this was a beacon for him that he held in his heart. So you don't always know the how, but you do know the what. So when we move into the prayer field and you can feel that love, that frequency, that vision that rises up within you, that you're holding, that enthusiasm for something beyond what you might think with the surface mind, that what propels you, and that how rises up. This is universal principle, because we live in a multiverse that corresponds by responding to the frequency, the energy that is emitted. So every prayer carries a frequency. That's why prayer is alive. That's why when I've shared with you about what are you speaking into existence, because it is a vibratory frequency that you're holding. So that's why it's important to be mindful about whatever you place after I am. I am grateful. I am thankful. I am open. I am expanding. I am love. I am peace. You hold that and it sets a vibrational set point, and you go forward and your steps are ordered by that. So that's the invitation in this circle when I say that we are praying, knowing that in the mind of God, RFK Jr. has already been nominated. That's a declaration that I know in my bones is unfolding. So I don't have to live in what will be or if or maybe or someday, even though I have in the past said things like that. What I've learned is I declare it and it is so. Because there's the matching of that frequency, then I get to hold that in my words, in my heart, in my mind. And I want to read you something that supports what I'm saying, and it's by Rumi. It's called The Guest House, and I've read it before here because it's so meaningful, especially at the end of the year, especially as we're moving into the month with the inauguration and then the nominations, the confirmations. So I'm going to read this to you because the way that God expresses is through you. God needs you to express through. So, as a spiritual being having a human life, you get to remember that you are the human and the divine at the same time, and that you get to be this expression, this spark, this emanation of the Most High God. So I love this poem, The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. They may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. And that's Rumi. So with that, let us just settle and don't operate heavy machinery or drive your car. When I say to close your eyes, if you want to just sit and absorb without closing your eyes, you are welcome to do that as well. This is a trauma-informed prayer circle. So, just bringing into your awareness the joy and the enthusiasm that you first felt when you heard that RFK Jr. declared his run for presidency, when you heard that there was a prayer that would support this run, just bringing into your awareness your love for the divine, letting go of everything that has come before this present moment. How very grateful I am for the breath, ever mindful that it is the Mother, Father, God presence that is breathing my lungs and beating my heart. How grateful I am for each and every person in this prayer circle who caught this invitation to join in consciousness week after week. How grateful I am for RFK Jr., who said yes to the call on his soul. How grateful I am for this technology that allows each and all of us from all around the world to meet in the heart, the global heart, in this global prayer circle. How grateful I am for this invitation to step away, to withdraw my awareness from the outer world of condition and circumstance and event and opinion, to allow it to fall away, to dissolve, to return to its native no-thingness. Consciously moving my awareness into that place and that space within, that sanctuary of my soul, where I tabernacle with the spirit, where I touch the hem of the garment, that place in consciousness where I know absolutely and resolutely that God, this great, grand, and glorious presence that is called by so many different names in many different languages, and even by those who cannot speak, is all that there is, indwelling, surrounding, permeating, saturating everything, everyone, everywhere. No place, no space, no spot where this presence is not. It is the all and all. It is my life. It is the source of all that I think, say, and do. And it is right where each and every person within the earshot of this prayer is, right where they are, God is. And in this unified field of oneness, not sameness, oneness, and love without condition. It is so easy for me to speak this word, blessing each and every person who is gathered here, blessing each and every person who has gathered in this sacred prayer circle every Sunday over the past year. How grateful, how beautiful, how magnificent it is to be in this field of lovers of God, lovers of prayer, lovers of RFK Jr., blessing RFK Jr. as he continues to walk steadfastly to the White House, blessing his confirmation, absolutely knowing that it is done, 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 blessing and calling forth the awareness within each and every person who is making that confirmation that there is something new and magnificent that is being birthed through this administration. I am calling forth the highest vibratory frequency being made manifest. So I bless RFK Jr. and every breath he takes, every move he makes. I bless every single detail and aspect of his daily life as he continues to walk into that office as the head of the HHS. I bless each and every person that is on his team, those he may know, those he may not know, but I know their hearts. I know that each and every person who is magnetized to this team that supports RFK Jr. is moving from a place of love and peace and a commitment to health and vitality for all the citizens of the United States, and knowing that this ripples out into the world and that people's lives are changed. The way that health is done is changed. We go from a sick care system into a well care system, wellness and well-being, holistic health, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, religiously, politically, is the order of the day. So I bless every single detail and aspect of her body. I call forth clear thinking, sound thinking, wisdom, intelligence, trust in his connection with his higher power, and the wisdom to carry that out. I call forth robust health, vitality, vibrancy, peace, and peace of mind. All good, just rushing toward him. And I know that spirit goes before him to make smooth any jagged edges, walks alongside him as he knows he's never alone, blessing and transmuting that which has come for this present moment into that which is for his highest and greatest good. This is what I declare the very activity of his life. I bless his and Cheryl's marriage and relationship. I bless Cheryl. I just call forth peace and peace of mind for Cheryl, where Bobby is, where her creative pursuits are, where all of the kids are. I call forth divine and compelling right action and outcome. I call forth each and all of them being divinely guided, guarded, protected, directed, sustained, and maintained by this infinite love, intelligence, which I call God, which I call good, around this family, around each and every person who is doing all that they are doing, living their life, calling forth health and vitality and vibrancy, robust health, joy, peace, fulfillment. I bless Amaryllis and Bobby 3 and their family. I bless Nicole and her family. I bless the team, Maha team, Dell and Bridget and all that are working on Maha. And I speak a special word of blessing for this new administration, and I'm calling forth the highest vibratory frequency unfolding. I'm calling forth a new way that is in service to the highest and the greatest good of all Americans. I'm calling forth peace and peace of mind. I'm calling forth freedom. I'm calling forth equality, harmony, all things working together in a most beautiful way. I'm calling forth this alliances that are so positive and so healthy and so life affirming. I'm calling forth systems that support the well-being and thriving of all citizens. I'm calling forth something new and magnificent that is happening. And I know that this Maha alliance is such an aspect, a huge aspect that spills over into every area, because health is wealth. So any seeming hindrance, obstruction, any seeming corruption or capture or deception dissolved. It cannot hold any longer, for it is built on sand. And this new administration with Bobby as HHS just absolutely dissembles this. There's a deconstruction of all that is harming people in place of that which is supports the highest and the best of each and all citizens. And I call forth the cessation of any and all violence in any hot centers of the world where there is any sense of violence, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, financial, political, religious. I call forth the end of this violence right now. I call forth any hostages being returned to their homes. I call forth new agreements that are being made and held. I bless all of the families of the people that were on the plane that crashed in South Korea. I call forth the healing balm of love, soothing their loved ones. I call forth the peace that passes all human understanding for each and every person within earshot of this prayer, for every single person that they are holding. If there is anyone that you are holding in your heart, in your mind, that might be going through, including yourself, any sense of challenge, I'm just calling forth answered prayer. I'm calling forth peace. I'm calling forth joy. I'm calling forth healing. I'm calling forth wholeness, generosity, abundance, and fulfillment, filled full with good, filled full with God, filled full with love. And I invite you, in whatever way you close your prayers, to speak that out loud now. And in the name of all that is holy, in the name of all that is good, in the name of all that is love, I know this word spoken goes forth and is made manifest. And knowing this is so, I simply allow that to be saying, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. Aho. Mahalo. Hallelujah. Shalom. Salam. It is done right now. And so I let it be. Mm. 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 Thank you. Thank you all. Mm-hmm. Thank you all for being here. Mm. I will. It is my joy and honor to be here. I will open up the line so we can bless each other. And you are so welcome. And I want to check and make sure, are you all on the email list for the prayer circle? Yes? Okay, great. Beautiful. All right, let me just. Okay. You are welcome to unmute yourselves.
Thank you, Wendy. Blessings always.
Yes, thank you. You as well.
Thank you, Reverend Wendy. Blessings. Happy New Year.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Happy
you,
New Year.
Wendy. Happy
New
New Year.
Thank you to everyone.
Peace to all. Happy New Year.
Yes, yes.
Blessings. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. Okay, thanks, Judy.
you. Blessings.
Blessings to you. Thank you, thank you.
Blessings, everyone. Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone,
Wendy,
for
have
being
a happy
New Year.
continued work.
Happy Mary now.
Yes. Thriving 2025. Peace and blessings to you all. Bye for now. See you next week.
God bless you. Happy New Year.